Okay.
Without a doubt, he is the most versatile character in multiplayer, being only playable for an hour a week. He will loot your corpse and use your weapons and abilities on your friends. He is a sly merc indeed. The truth is, everything that tells us who he is usually right in front of us, sitting in a chair. This nut is called the black market dealer, and he has a packed load of knowledge under his hood. He has the skill to adapt and steal the abilities and weapons of other specialists, even Reaper. Now, BlackJack is not a superior in general skill and intellect, or there's something else beneath the darkness of that hood. He could take any ability or weapon from his foes by two methods: killing them, duplicating whatever they have into his own deck, or just obtaining a random one from Killstreak. However, he must follow the same rules as every other specialist. According to the bio on his card, BlackJack's real name is Danny Lee. Lee was a 54i fixer, barely surviving the meeting he brokered between the Winslow Accord agents and the organization leaders through utilization of a recently obtained reject unit. Seraph, the 54i enforcer, deemed that they had suffered from enough losses and spared his life instead of executing him for his hand in the deaths of men in Shulan Gao, saying they needed all of their strength to rebuild. Now, BlackJack operates as a mercenary, meaning he works in exchange for something like the completion of the weekly challenges you're always doing. As a merc, he is restoring his rep, honoring his clan, the 54i Immortals, which was founded in the 19th century by Chinese immigrants and was led by siblings Min and Shulan Gao, who are now deceased, which put Seraph in charge of the Immortals. BlackJack in his younger years was friends with Hendrix. Hendrix eventually left for the military, and Lee was left to the hell around him. His home was attacked by the very military Hendrix works with. The Immortals came and took him in as a member of their clan. He eventually received a trade request from his old friend and agreed to it, only to be almost killed by both the Siege and his enforcer. Now, as an arms dealer, BlackJack is creative and will give you a vast variety of weapons to utilize against others, whether you like them or not. But he has a transmission, just not on his card. His transmission is found on every other specialist's card but his own, and they are all the same. Listen closely to this transmission.
Based on the requirements laid out at the start of this procurement process, I'm certain that the intelligence gathered in the dossiers in front of you will lead you to conclude that the 8 referenced individuals will be the best subjects for your program. Further, I believe that the plant you specified be placed amongst them will independently verify my findings. As instructed, the intelligence was gathered covertly, using a number of methods.
Sir, they were unaware of your surveillance?
Yes, sir. At stake my reputation.
There's more at stake here than your reputation.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Very well. Leave us. We were never here. We have never spoken.
So, as you may or may not be able to identify, he had to be stealthy in getting this information. And how did he or is obtaining this information, and what was it used for? Who were the subjects? The subjects, obviously a specialist excluding BlackJack. BlackJack has no transmissions on his card. In fact, he may be the one who gives you this information on the specialist. He also gave you some information on himself if he did. The term BlackJack is a gambling card game in which players try to acquire cards with a face value as close as possible to 21 without going over. In this case, however, BlackJack is trying to get info without getting busted. It's obvious that this information BlackJack obtained, he uses it for his cybernetics and can copy any of the specialist abilities and weapons as his own. Anything one of the original specialists has, he can create for himself as well. The reason he may only be available for an hour a week and require you to do challenges, I'm assuming made by him, is so he can study you, your capabilities, and your talents as a specialist. He states that his reputation is at stake, which it would be if he was trusted. We trust BlackJack as an arms dealer, and maybe the reason he gives us what he likes is so that he can see what we do with what we're given. The other specialists are clearly his puppets. BlackJack said 8 subjects, which means someone else is taken off the list. Most likely Reaper for these reasons. He's either the tool used to gather information, or They don't see him as a requirement because he's not human. I hope you've enjoyed this little bio of BlackJack. Like, subscribe, and if there is someone else you would like me to analyze, comment down below. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and also check out my channel too.
A link to his channel will be in the description below.
Peace.
See you later.